Howdy do everybody. Welcome to Variety Conversation. I am Lady Walker. Coming up is a letter I composed to none other than, wait a minute, you got it, Terry Crews. And this is how the letter goes. Dear Terry Crews, before speaking on the situation at hand, allow me to introduce myself to you. I am Lady Walker, Mississippi homegrown. You don't know me, and personally, I don't know you. I only know of you from what I have seen in movies, sitcoms, and the talent show competition, America's Got Talent. Anywho, I was listening to Willie D on YouTube concerning you, and he seemed to be a bit teed off at you from having tweeted boycott Magic City, which is a black script club in Atlanta. Then you recanted that tweet as a mistake that you shouldn't have said, and that you were praying for all the victims of sex trafficking. Dylan Adams says, talking about sex trafficking, boycott Hollywood. And I say, yup, that's about the size of the truth. Hollywood is probably the mother of them all, so to speak. I don't know if you were alluding to Magic City Strip Club being a venue for sex trafficking or what have you. Now, for the record, let it be known loud and clear, I could care less about strip clubs. They are not my form of entertainment. I find them to be a bit immoral, as I do many of things. And hopefully, young black girls and ladies coming up won't think this is the only way to make it in this world. To me, Lady Walker, it's one of the least profession a young girl or woman should aspire to. Nevertheless, Willie D said something of interest, which I do concur with, and that is, if you truly want to show your support for victims of sex trafficking, why not go after the big boys, the big franchises, Deja Vu, Spearmint Rhino, the porn industry, adult magazines, the pubs and taverns across the country that holds these women and children in the back rooms and trap houses. And of course, his sentiment is that you won't say anything about these entities because a lot of these places are not owned by blacks. In other words, you are too afraid to make any noise about those entities, thus seeing yourself as a coward. Willie D also stated that you have this tendency to marginalize black people. Terry, why would you do that? Why would you marginalize black people when you yourself are black? Have you internalized self-hatred because of the so-called superior ones? Are you aware that all black people are not bad people, as the world has portrayed blacks to be? I understand that this is not your first rodeo in putting your foot into your mouth. Remember the time when you tweeted about black privilege? I never heard of black privilege, but I have heard of white privilege, saw it in action, and is well aware that to this day it is alive and well. You stated that we have to make sure Black Lives Matter don't become Black Lives Better. What the heck? Tell that to the race of people who deem they are superior to all other races on the face of the earth. Terry, you are entitled to your opinions on whatever it is, and others are free to relay their perspectives about your perspective of X, Y, and Z, whether in agreement or in disagreement with it. I don't know much of your sins about black people to label you as a sambo as Willie D does, but being a sambo is another low profession to ascribe to in order to appease the self-proclaimed superior ones. According to superstar Bella at the end of the day, you are still going to be living in the same skin and you cannot wash it off. You are not going to wake up one magical day and be white or biracial. And Tyrone Phillips says, no matter how many stories are out there about selling out, it is always going to be somebody who think they can still pull it off. Anyway, Terry, there's a lot of wrongs, societal ills, and the likes thereof, wherefore some whites are participants of. So go forth and expose it. And quit this marginalizing blacks, especially when it isn't called for. It may not reap you monetary gain or cause you to be embraced by white supremacists to do so. Anyway, enough said. It's been real communicated with you, even if this is a one-sided conversation. And in the meantime, ta-ta.